Yo, this is ADH. You're now watching On the Come Up podcast with my brother DJ Ace. Show them.
Greetings, my people. Welcome to another episode of On the Come Up podcast with your host DJ Ace, and I'm here with a very, 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 very special guest. You want to intro yourself?
Yes, sir. Yo, man, what's good, man? It's your boy ADH.
ADH in the
ADH
building.
is in the building.
How you
On the
feeling?
Come Up.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
good, bro. I'm great, man.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Great to see you. You know what I'm saying? For those who don't know, we go way back. Way back. Way back.
Way back.
One of my brothers.
Word.
Very good childhood friends.
Word,
you know,
word.
I consider this man a big brother of mine.
My brother.
Yeah.
You already know, man. I'm very proud of you.
I'm proud of you as well.
Going on. Facts, man.
Well, now
Yes, sir.
let's tap into it. So,
Let's
for
do
those
it.
who don't know who ADH is, you know, give them a little backstory.
Yeah, man. ADH, you know, I'm a Afrohop artist.
Okay.
From Brooklyn, moved to Jersey. Spent a lot of my teenage years in Jersey, building with so many people in Jersey, family. I have a lot of extended family here in Jersey. And I moved back down to New York, and I've just been going back and forth, tapping in with both all communities in the Afrobeat, Afrohop, hip-hop community. Yeah, man, and just creating.
Yeah.
That's a good word. Creating.
Word, for sure.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, what's your nationality?
Oh, so I'm half Senegalese, half Jamaican.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Which part?
Mom is Jamaican. My dad is from Senegal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which nationality do you really diverge into more? Are you more Senegalese or are you more Jamaican? Or is it just a mixture?
You know what? So I would say now I probably kind of rock on my Senegalese side a lot more than I do my Jamaican side.
Yeah.
In terms of just like, I guess I travel to Senegal a lot more. There's just so much more for me in Africa. With family, like most of my family on my mom's side is here.
Okay.
In the States.
So it's easier
to see them, but like a majority of my dad's side of the family is in Senegal.
Right.
You know, and I also been building a lot out there. So doing a lot of things musically out there. So it's just been working. But Jamaican food is great.
For sure.
Yes,
What's your favorite dish?
You know what I'm saying? You know, jerk chicken, that's it. Like,
that's the way to go.
what else?
Go
So
to.
What else? Yeah, jerk chicken is probably one of my favorite
Essentials?
Jamaican. Yeah, it's a must.
Okay, for sure. Shout out to all the Jamaicans that's listening right now.
Yeah.
You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? But
I know.
you know what I mean? For those who don't know, like, your backstory, how were you growing up as a kid? Like, what's your backstory towards that? Like, how'd you grow up from being a kid to saying, "Oh, I want to do music"?
Well, I always been around music. My father was an artist himself. You know, signed to Sony Triloca. So I've always been around, like, creating and making music. My mom was a dancer as well in the African community. So I used to drum as well. I grew up drumming. Yeah. You know what I mean? I started performing as a drummer from a very young age. And over the years, you know, as you grow up, you get accustomed to the everyday U.S. life of like hip hop and stuff like that. And you know, hearing rap at a young age, it wasn't anything like that I wanted to do. But I think as you know, you get to high school, and then, you know, for me, it was really college. Like, when I was in high school, like, I was trying to compete with really just my cousin, SK Sounds, who's also, like, one of the best engineers I know.
Tough. Shout out to bro.
Yeah. So it used to be me and him. When I rapped, it would really just be for him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just to, like, sharpen my skills.
Yeah.
You know
Quote
what I'm saying?
unquote, yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? And, you know, he helped me grow, you know, just cadences and bar counting when we were younger. But when I got to college, you know, everybody's outside, you know, during the cypher, like, you know, who's doing what.
Right.
And, you know, I just started rapping with, like, these group of Africans. It was a bunch of
where you fit in, man.
Yo, it was like, you know, at that time, it was like, oh, you African too? Where? Like,
Let's
where you
click
from?
together.
Yo, we brothers.
Yeah.
So all the Africans, we just clicked up and we all just wanted to rap too. So
Ain't that crazy that back then it's like it was so
it was such a
But now it's like we outside.
We here now, baby.
Yeah.
Word.
It's a blessing though.
Yeah, man. But you know, it's all good. So that's kind of how the music thing happened. Just started rapping in college. I started taking it a little more serious while I was in college, like recording more with my cousin and another brother of mine by the name of Victor Emerson. He really lit that flame in me. Like, yo, you're actually like, you really could like rap. Right. And I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? I started making more like actual music and choruses. That was like something I was really like, I really gravitated towards, making actual songs. Yeah. So.
Who was your favorite artist as growing up?
Favorite artist growing up, I would say definitely Jay-Z, because I was still like, when the Blueprint came out, I was still living in Brooklyn, and it was one of my favorite albums of all time.
Right.
So it's Jay-Z, there's Common, Pusha T, Lupe Fiasco is one of my favorite artists. Yeah. Not solely his music, but really his live performances. Okay. I learned so much from that man. Yeah. Just going, it's an experience. People sleep on Lupe Fiasco. Like he's really like,
he's dope.
Yo, he's really like a pioneer of this thing. Yeah, man. There's a lot of like hip hop artists I used to listen to, but I used to listen to a lot of reggae. Listen to a lot of old school reggae, not like, you know, dance hall reggae. Yeah. Like they call it rockers. Okay. Like rockers is something I used to really vibe to, like in my own cassette player, apart from Sundays, like because Mom Dukes, that's all she would play. Okay. Yeah, man. So like, just cut from that kind of cloth, man. Common too is like one of my favorite rappers, and myself.
Most definitely, you gotta plug yourself, ADH.
Yeah. No, real talk. Like people ask me like, "Yo, who you listening to now?" Like, I listen to a lot, but mostly it's me just trying to sharpen my own stuff.
But do you feel like you listen to yourself because you don't want to be influenced by anybody else, or do you feel like you just listen to yourself because you, like you said, you just want to just make sure like I don't write the same rhymes as before?
Nah, it's never that. It's never like worrying about if I'm writing the same stuff over. It's I think it's more so just me just wanting to sharpen my own self as far as just like my sound sonically, where it's going with what everyone is currently listening to, where I fit in that or don't fit in rather, because I'm not meant to fit in. Yeah. But like I listen to a lot of everything, but I primarily listen to myself just to sharpen up and just continue to grow. Like I think I saw a couple of interviews of Lil Wayne, like I don't listen to nobody. Like he just listened to himself. Like I think like you get so accustomed to like making music, like you just listen to yourself. Right.
It's the best thing to do.
I listen to a lot of old music too, like a lot of old Afrobeat music, just for inspiration. A lot of Fela.
Fela Kuti, yeah,
a lot of Fela.
If y'all young people, you know, my age, y'all don't know about that, but me, I'm I'm hip. I'm a Chico, I'm a DJ.
That's it.
It's a Chico for me. But,
you have to. You have to know.
Do your Googles. Right. Please.
Facts.
But going back into the music, I would say, what's that one record, or what was that one time that when you say you was doing freestyles or ciphers, or maybe when you recorded a record with your peoples, what was that one thing that made people be like, oh yeah, like you're really like, you're dope?
To be honest, I think I did a song one time and I was playing it. I was driving with my mom in the car and I was playing a song of mine. She's like, is that Kanye? I said, nah, ma, that's me. She's like, that's you? Yeah. I said, yeah. She said, oh wow, you know, like you should do something with that. And that was the first time, because you know my mom, she's always, you know, seen me do music and stuff like that. But it's like, yo, like you need to get like your school stuff in order, man. Like, cause you paying for it. It's coming out of pocket type stuff. And I'm like, yeah. But that was like one of the first times where my mom actually like supported, acknowledged and truly believed and wanted to see me win in that lane. And this is like a long time ago when it wasn't good. I'm just like compared to now. So I think that was really the turning point that made me like turn up.
Let's talk about that, because a lot of, even in my like my career and stuff like that, a lot of, and I would speak for other young African or minority kids, a lot of people that want to do anything of the arts or anything that's not of the norm, I feel like they have a lot of pressure from their parents, you know. So like speak on that. Like, how do you feel about that, especially with you having kids yourself? What do you how do you feel about, say your kid wants to not do school, but he wants to be the next rapper or the next artist, or like actually like do things that are in the arts, create shoes or be a fashion designer? Like, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like you have to support them automatically, or do you feel like, what's your take on it?
Well, I mean, I always kept this quote from Spike Lee in the back of my mind. It's never kill your child's dream. So like, a lot of cultures, like especially cultures that come outside of the US, they come to the US, it's like, yo, you need to be this, you're gonna be this for the family, you're gonna be that for the family. But you know, sometimes kids have different aspirations. So I've always believed in being able to supply, like, especially once I had a son, I always wanted to be able to, be approached. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, as a kid, you don't know how you can approach your parent. I always want to be approachable. So my thing is like, you know, you just install those skills, the basic tools to success, keep them on a positive path, and everyone has a different passion. It's not always going to be what mommy or daddy wants you to do. You have to be yourself, your best self. So I can't control what my child and future children, you know, want to do with themselves. I can only give them the tools, give them a home that they can always come to and be themselves, and just put them on a path to success.
So you can't really force them, you're saying. You just gotta just let them grow.
Me, preferably, I'm not gonna force my kid to go to school. Especially now that I'm older and I think about everything I learned in school and what do I actually apply that? What do I apply to my actual everyday life to help me get money from school? I know that sounds like a silly statement, but like,
it's very true.
Like, think about all the unnecessary courses that you have taken in your life.
I have not used PEMDAS not once.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I had, It's just stuff like that. But it's like, to me, learning and growth is about experiences and different kind of challenges and other things besides like Western civilization. I always bring up Western civilization because I hated that course. And they was like, I had to take it. I'm like, yo, this has nothing to do with me. Me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has nothing to do with me, but I had to learn it. But I wasn't taught about, like, you know, my own particular culture. I can't get into like exactly the specifics. It was we'll be here for a long time. But you don't learn those kind of things. You know what I mean?
So I'll ask you this though. So do you think, like, with the school system, just diving into it a little bit, with the school system, you think that they should have like actual workshops for things that kids like when I was in school, like, they had financial literacy for, you know, stuff like that. They was doing small things, but in the movies you'll see, oh, there's workshops for art, there's workshops for music, there's workshops for this and that. So do you think that they should do more of that? Yeah, you know, and I actually think they do more of that now. I think it's just finding the right school systems to put, you know, your kids in and stuff. Like, I think they do a better job of doing that now, but I also think that today things are so accessible. It's like, why not do it yourself? You know, just be able to just Google it. Yeah,
that's a fact.
True. So I'll go back to the music. What was that one song that got you really lit? I got you. I got you.
Word.
And there's two types of lit. I'm talking about the one song that in your community, it was like, yeah, that's the one, and then the actual song that was like, all right, like, well, I'm doing numbers with this one.
All right, so the one that got me lit, like doing numbers and brought me in different spaces and rooms, I would say is my record Mandem. I have a record called Mandem.
Favorite song.
Which is crazy because as I was recording it, like I recorded it with my cousin SK, And we just did a record called Bittersweet that was going crazy. I did with this amazing fire DJ Wemmy out of New York, and it was her single, but it was going crazy.
She produced it, or she just like organized it?
No, so the producer is my brother Jalen from London, who's actually he's been producing for me a lot, but he's producing like my whole project, this project. So we did that record, and then we did Mandem, and while we were recording it, I was telling Ask, I'm like, yo, this shit crazy, bro. I'm trying to tell you. It's like, it's dope, but it's not the one we just did. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to tell you. Put it out.
Isn't that what people say a lot with their like hit records? It's like, yo, the other people be like, yo, it's not it. Or the person will be like, oh, I don't really rock with it. And then they put it out, and then it'd be the best song that ever happened to them.
But I think that's like, people don't see it the way you see it. Right? You know what I mean? Like, once you feel like, because there's things that I don't see that people see, you know, for me, and, you know, vice versa, in the same lane. But, you know, he didn't see it at the time. But when we put it out, man, it went crazy. So it got on OK Africa, which is a huge platform for, you know, it's a subdivision of OK Player. It went crazy on that. Shade 45, Heavy Hitters playlist. It was a bunch of stuff, man. It went crazy. It went really crazy, and it's still to this day. I feel like it still has so much. It has so much more room and space to go. Like that's just one of those records where it's like it's a timeless. It's a timeless joint.
I definitely fuck with it. Like that's one of my favorite records from you.
Like, thank you, bro.
Just by re-tapping into, you know, because we haven't linked in a long time. So then when I realized like, yo, he making music, he doing crazy, and then I'm looking up, went search your name up, and then I see it. I'm like, that's the first song. I'm like, he really doing what my brother was saying that he wanted to do. Like he doing it. So speaking into that, what's your opinion of manifesting, speaking things into existence? Why is that so important in your life?
Well, truly, like, I gotta give credit to my lady, man, because like the person that is like next to you all the time, that hears all your complaints and hears all your man, woulda, shoulda, couldas. It's a hard thing to kind of like carry. But you know, she truly always like kind of turns my possible negatives into just like, yo, don't say that. So she kind of got me really not really repeating anything negative.
So she filters you out.
Absolutely. And she really passes it through, you know, our son. Your words are powerful. Your words are very, very powerful. So like, you know, when you go and speak like I can't and shoulda, woulda, couldas, those things actually happen. But when you actually speak on things like, yo, I want to do this, I don't know how, but I'm gonna find a way to do it. These things, they eventually happen. You just gotta. Your words are very powerful, man. They're very powerful.
I believe in that. Tongue is a powerful weapon. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can either bring something life, or kill. One notion, one thought, one saying. So I definitely understand that. But I'm to tap in even more with manifestation. How has that literally helped you into being who you are today?
Well, I said I was gonna. I don't know. Like I feel like I've said things and I've wanted to do things and I've been able to just do them. Like I remember, like I just think about this example in this moment. Like I just kept pulling up to these Afrobeat events, and my brother, at the time, he was just somebody that I looked up to and like, yo, wow, man, it would be crazy if I got to work with this guy. Like, it would be nuts. So I remember there was a time I would just keep pulling up to parties. I don't like parties, bro. I don't, not that I don't like parties, but I don't like, I don't pull up to the party to be like,
to party. Like you just pull up to chill.
I pull up, if I'm pulling up, know that somebody I'm trying to connect with is there. Or somebody that I want to connect with is there. Right. You know what I mean? Or I just put a record out and I need to show my face. I don't like being out like that. I'd much rather be locked in the studio. Anyway. Perfect. So like I used to just be at these parties, man, just to like tap in with certain people in spaces. And I remember like one specific time I met Tunes, DJ Tunes at Urban Plaza. Yeah, shout out to my bro. And you know, it was my first time meeting him. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, this guy is doing wild things. I was talking to my brother Frankie. I said, yo, we gonna get one.
Yeah.
Fast forward, Remedies.
Tough.
Remedies with DJ Tunes.
Yeah.
So just like I said it, you know, and it happened. And a lot of things that I've said just continue to happen. So your words are very, very powerful.
Word. I definitely feel like, though, for those who are listening too, like, don't just say it, act on it. Don't just leave it in the air. You gotta act on it. Because God will listen to you, but then He also wants your other 50%.
Right.
Just to act on it. So don't just think you can just say, hey, I'm gonna be a millionaire next year, and then you don't work hard to get it unless you hit the lottery.
Yeah, you do need a plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because even if you hit the lottery, you still gotta go to the place to get the ticket. So you gotta work hard. Hard work pays off. But tapping into Remedies and DJ Tunes, how'd that come about? Other than just manifesting, like, how'd you really connect that up?
Yeah, man. So shout out to my brother Terry, who's CEO of BT Group, which is the label I'm currently signed with for distribution. You know, they tapped in with me after Mondem was going crazy. They saw my movement. They know my face because I just kept pulling up. I also put out this record called Bittersweet. I was 2 for 2. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? From what they heard. Yeah. You know, I was 2 for 2. I was like, that joint was hot. This joint crazy. Yeah. Like, yo, it's time, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it. Right. So I already had Remedies recorded. I had my whole EP recorded. It's like, yo, send me some music. Let me see what you got. Sent him my EP. It's like, yo, let's do Remedies. We're gonna do that one. And Remedies is such a powerful record because that record is literally about affirmations and your words and positivity and basically the source of all things positive to just make you successful. Right. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, that song is one of my most personable songs. Like, literally every bar is medicine. That's why I called it Remedies. Remedies. Yeah.
Is that how you, when you went into the studio, when you heard the beat, that's how y'all went for it, or that's just what came about?
When I heard that beat, and again, it's produced by my brother Jalen, it was just such a vibe, you know what I mean? And again, you know, with my style of Afrohop, it's like I try to combine as much elements of my genre, or what I like to call my genre, in one record. So like, once I hear the instrumental, and then I'm like, yo, I hit up my mans, like my bass player, my brother Clayton, like, yo, let me add some vibes on this, add the bass, then that starts talking to me. Yeah. Like, I don't write in the studio. Okay. My way of creating music is very dangerous. I don't suggest it at all.
What is it? Tap in.
I drive and I write. Yeah? It's dangerous. I don't write any music anywhere else.
You drive and write? How like, so you just put the beat on loop and then...
I write all my music in my car.
But how do you remember your bars?
I mean, I literally drive.
Oh.
That's why I say I don't suggest it to anybody. Okay. I don't suggest this to anybody. That's just, yo, I don't know, like...
But it helps you.
Every record I write is in my car. Yeah? It starts in my car, bro. The core of everything I do.
So, like, let me ask you this. You can't park and... Nah, it has to be moving.
I gotta be in. I gotta be motion, man. I gotta go with the wind, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro.
Nah, that's dope though. That's different. I've never heard that.
I know. That's I don't suggest it.
Yeah, I mean, one of one. It works for you. It's only ADH. Yeah, ADH only. Please, kids, don't try this at home
at all
or on the road, please.
That's it.
But now, I would say you said Remedies is one of your favorite records. Is that one of your records that you like to perform, or what's your favorite record to perform when you're on stage?
Man, my favorite record to perform right now is this new record that's not out. It's called Man of the People. And that record is a straight trance. It's just a trance record. It just takes you to another realm of like energy that you didn't even know you had in you type energy. It's just a vibe. You know what I mean? But my whole show builder, I don't have a specific... I'm lying. I know I do.
Definitely. It got to be the one that it hits you.
You know what?
Every time.
Actually, you know what? Mine Dead might be one of my favorite records to perform because people go crazy because that's the record that like when people pop out to my show like and they know it, they set off the crowd. It's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's like, oh, this must be like good. And it just progressively just like it's a big groove. So Mine Dead might be my favorite. I mean, only because like it's really crazy when people like can repeat your words to you. Yeah, like it's a different energy.
With artistry, is there a couple artists that's on your bucket list that you want to work with?
I wouldn't say I have. I don't have like a artist bucket list. I think I have a producer bucket list.
Who's on your list?
I'm gonna have to say my guy Jules. Yeah, I would love to work with Jules. He gets Afrohop. He gets that sound like nothing.
Be vibing.
Yeah, and I feel like he's been creating that sound for a long time now. So yeah, he's definitely somebody I would love to work with. Artists, man, like anybody, not anybody, but like obviously like Burna Boy would be fire.
Dope.
Burna would be fire.
Dope.
Wiz obviously would be fire. Damn, I would love to have worked with get Fela on a hook.
Yeah,
if I got Fela on a hook. Yeah, man. And like I don't have like a list. I have so many people that I would love that I listen to and that I would love to like work with. So yeah, man. I'll just put it out there like I hope to work with somebody of like that kind of like caliber.
Okay, for sure.
At some point.
And I would say one more question to ask you.
Yeah.
You got any advice to give upcoming kids that look up to you, you know, that come to your shows that say, you know, I like what you're doing, or I love to be like you one day? What's the advice you would give to a kid or anybody that's trying to be in the music industry in general?
Man, I would say find your passion, find what it is that you're passionate about. Okay. When you find that, refine that. Once you refine that, apply that.
I dig it. Expound.
You know, definitely just be yourself.
Yeah.
Be confident in yourself.
Yeah.
Be realistic with yourself as well. And know that dreams don't have a deadline. Dreams don't have don't put your dreams on like a timeline.
Okay.
If this is something that you really, really want to do. So obviously like life happens, gas is high.
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
You know, but never stop doing the things that you are truly passionate about. Have a bucket for like everything, but give your dreams like attention. Yeah. Never fade from that. Surround yourself with positivity, positive people. Your network is your net worth. That's a true statement for sure. For sure. You know, and that should be with your people too. Yeah. I mean, yeah, man. Never be afraid to grow. Yeah, and everybody's advice is not the best advice.
Not advice. Just filter. You need a filter system.
Exactly.
It's not you. It's somebody you gotta trust in, believe in. Yeah. Is there anything you got coming up? What's going on with you?
Yeah, man. Currently I got a little tour going on. It started in May. I've just been doing like back-to-back shows. My next show is at Commodore Barry Park in Brooklyn. Okay. And that's with the International African Street Festival. Yeah. African Art Street Festival. Yeah. I think it's me, Life Jennings, I think I saw, and someone else, Thandiswa, who's an amazing South African artist. So I'll be performing there with my band. After that, exclusive location, July 23rd. Hopefully you pull up.
I'm outside.
You know? Yeah. And after the 23rd, I'm off to Berlin for a couple show dates.
That's dope.
End of July and August. And inside between that, I might drop an EP. I have an EP done.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Just waiting on the climate, right? Just how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a single soon in a few weeks.
Yeah,
It's called Magic System, and it's definitely something. It's very different from what people are accustomed to hearing from me.
Right.
As a lead single, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
I definitely need that so I can spin it.
Magic System. Oh, you gonna you gonna like it.
Yeah,
you gonna like
sure.
it. Yeah. It's dope.
Nah, for sure. I definitely appreciate your time.
Man.
Appreciate you coming here, you know.
Yo.
It's a real mob ties. It's a real family.
I'm telling you.
There's a real family in
Yo, facts, bro. And I'm so proud of you, man.
Nah,
like,
yeah,
everything you're doing, bro.
Appreciate
like,
it.
I'm really proud of you, bro.
Appreciate it. Nah, we definitely gonna tap in, you know, so
you already
gang,
know.
mob ties. So yeah, I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate everybody listening to the podcast. Please follow me at DJAce201. Please follow the podcast at OTCU Pod. Please follow ADH at
ADH Online.
You know what I'm saying? ADH Online. And there's been another On the Come Up podcast. Thank you.